What's up, guys? Sneaky Cock Goblin back with another video on this Thursday. Happy Thursday. And first off, I just want to say the support has been incredible. I talked about my goal of getting to 800 subscribers by the end of this month, and I made some dumb please like, comment, subscribe stuff. I guess that stuff works, or you guys are just really cool, because I got 60 subscribers from that video, and I think I'm over 850. So I really appreciate that. It's been really fun creating this channel and watching it grow and watching the clan grow as well. And we're just saying naughty things in the clan chat. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about, a lot of people discussed on how I collected so much ore and how I have so much ore. And I made a video about how I had a lot of excess shiny ore. For a while there, I had 50,000 shiny ore until I finally got enough to max my electro boots, and I maxed the life gem. Ooh, max the life gem. So one thing is to clarify, I buy the event pass for this account. I think I bought it almost every time. So there's a lot of extra metals, and I purchased a lot of ore with those metals. So that's subjective when you see how much that I have in all the equipment that I've gotten, because I do purchase the event pass. But it's crazy. I purchased the event pass. I do not purchase any of these in the shop, though. I find them to be a complete ripoff. I've never purchased actual gems or ore directly. I find that it's a complete waste. So I don't have the spiky ball, and I don't have a maxed lava loon puppet or a magic mirror. So even with all those items, I still don't have it maxed, and that's mainly because starry ore is so hard to get, and it's literally 80 gems per piece of equipment, or literally one gem equates to, or 80 gems equates to one starry ore. However, I think there's a lot of ways to navigate this, especially free to play, and getting the most amount. The number one priority is war, but there's a lot of things that go into this. I hate that there's tiebreakers in war, because you get half the amount of loot. But not only is it crucial that you are constantly warring, like if you look at our war log, I mean, it is back to back to back. There is only 2-day windows. Like, I have not skipped a day, 12 days, 14 days, 60 days. I have been very consistent on that. Obviously, there's been a little bit of time difference, just because eventually, that I decide to start a war, or for timing wise with CWL, it's a little bit different. But I am consistently warring, because that's where you get a majority of your ore if you're a free to play, or just playing in general, is huge. And you want to be winning the wars. If you lose the wars, you're still butthurt about this one. If you lose the war, the amount of ores you get is significantly reduced. So you want to make sure, if you're leading the clan, that you're putting people into the clan that, one, are going to attack. That's crucial. Last war we had a couple that didn't attack, but we cooked these guys. I mean, it wasn't even close. But a couple missed attacks. I'm getting really close to the 30v30. If I get a couple more people to join Town Hall 15, 16, 17, you're in for CWL. If you want to do a 30v30 Masters 3, you are in. This is kind of my call for recruitment. I'm going to do an official recruitment video tomorrow, but that's my pre-recruitment call. The other thing is daily bonuses. So, making sure that you utilize your daily bonuses. Up in Legends League, I've been up in Legends League. Obviously, that gives me the most. Unfortunately, it doesn't give me any starry ore, which I find to be stupid. I think Titan 1 or Titan 2 up to Legends should have some starry ore. But as far as getting shiny and glowy ore for that regular equipment, common equipment is very useful. For my second base, because this is probably where most people need to look into, this is how it realistically looks, is basing it also off of not wasting your ores. There's spending and collecting, but there's also not wasting. And I think there's several pieces of equipment that are wasting, and people can roast me in the comments and say, okay, you're wrong about this, and I'd love to debate, but there's several pieces of equipment until I see a buff that I don't see upgrading. Now the Barbarian Puppet and the Archer Puppet are two. I'll start with the Barb has all his equipment except for the Barbarian equipment. Barbarian Puppet are good pieces of equipment. So Barbarian Puppet, I know it's a starter piece of equipment. Honestly, if you're strategic rushing, I wouldn't worry about these two. They're starter equipments. Supercell has come out and said that they're starter equipments, so there's no point in spending money on that or spending ore on that. The other thing is the invisibility vial. Obviously, I got this at the beginning of the game when the equipment came out for both. It is a decent piece of equipment. However, it's heavily overshadowed over the magic mirror. And I don't have the magic mirror leveled up, but the magic mirror gives so much more damage. It does still make her invisible, and it gives her 3 of them. And if you combine that with the healer puppet, absolutely baller. The frozen arrow is a 50-50 here. I'm not saying to upgrade it. I'm not saying not to upgrade it. I just think the pieces of equipment, the DPS, the magic mirror, and the healer puppet are the best combo. And for air attacks and even most attacks, actually, I really like the common piece of equipment combo, just because the giant arrow can take out a lot of pieces of the base, including air sweepers, especially, like I said, during air attacks. Minion prints, it's fairly self-explanatory. However, if you are new to the minion prints, I'm not really upgrading the henchman puppet at the moment because I'm waiting on new pieces of equipment. I do think the henchman puppet is meh comparatively to the dark orb. Dark orb is very good. Moving on to the warden, if you're new, I would not spend it on the Lavaloon puppet, at least not for now. They're not going to upgrade. They've said they're not going to upgrade or buff the Lavaloon puppet. So yeah, not looking forward to it. Now, I've heard that the life gem is getting a buff, and so Hog Rider, hybrid attacks, and potentially Lalo attacks are getting a pretty big buff. It remains to be seen. I haven't really utilized this much. I really like the Rage Vial. I really like the Healing Tome. I haven't used that. The reason why I have the Rage Vial is mainly because my attacks fall a lot on time failing, and I'm going to take the extra damage over the extra health just for time failing purposes, because if my attack is good enough, I'll be fine, but my attack could be good enough and too slow, and therefore I time fail. So that's why I like the Rage Gem. But both these are good pieces of equipment. Obviously, the Eternal Tome is a staple. Moving on to the Royal Champion. I got into a little bit of a debate with somebody on the Royal Gem, and I'll give him some credit. The Royal Gem does make sense when you can't unlock these two pieces of equipment, the Haste Vial and this, with the Electro Boots. Apparently you unlock this later on. Now I'm further along in the game, so I didn't know this. So it makes sense that, but as soon as you unlock either the Haste Vial or Hog Rider Puppet, you should be getting rid of the Royal Gem, the Seeking Shield as well. I would not upgrade those pieces of equipment. They're not worth it. 50-50 on the Royal Gem. I'll give that guy some credit, but I still don't think it's a very good piece of equipment. The Electro Boots are one of the best in the game. Obviously, that's a staple there. So that's really the only ways that you can get gems. I would say, though, if you can somehow, if you spend gems, obviously there are other components that you can purchase gems through. If you have a good clan, if you join a clan, and we're getting there with a high capital haul, you can get a ton of raid medals, and you can utilize those to spend these on ores, which is good value, very good value considering how much ores do cost, especially the starry ores. The other thing too is buying the event passes. I do think that there is a lot of value in buying at least 1 or 2 event passes, especially considering how many extra medals you get to spend on ores. That's up to you, but even if you don't buy the pass, I would say obviously you get enough for the free pass to buy the piece of equipment usually. Actually, yes, I know that for a fact. And you could always get maybe some extra offers here and there. The final thing I would say is Supercell has come out with some free offers, and I try to post them here and there to make sure people are aware. But there are some free stuff that sometimes pop into the shop. Obviously, it's nice to get free items and free stuff. So hope you guys enjoy. This is kind of my guide on how to get the best tips to get the most amount of ore as you possibly can. But last pitch here, you guys, I got a 30v30. I got about 26. I got 4 spots open. that I'd love to have some people in for 30v30 Clan War. I'm going to do the 30v30, whether it's a little shaky or not. But I definitely need a couple more to feel comfortable. So let me know what you guys think. Please like, comment, subscribe, and peace.